Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So, I am going to start by saying a very big shout out to actress Taraji Henson for coming out during the BET Awards to warn voters about voting someone. You all will see what her message was all about, and also trying to enlighten people. This is what I call creating awareness. I mean, because sometimes some things really needed to be said. If you do not say it, people won't even know where you stand and where you stand for. As it stands right now, Project 2025 is something really very scary. A lot of people have been talking about it. This Project 2025 did not start today. I want you all to know that. And I am sure most of you already know that. That Project 2024 is actually scary. But now they are already coming out to tell us that if we do not agree to what they are going to say or what they are going to do, that is going to be bloody. And I am asking, why will it be bloody? Why would election be bloody? Right? It is amazing how people without manifesto, I really don't get it. When people are coming out to become a president or something, they show their manifesto. But I really haven't seen this man and both of them with manifesto. I really don't even know what they are planning or what their plans are for my own people. But they've been out there trying to, it's more like a threat. But you know what? Let's get into this video. Shut up.
Time for us to play chess, not checkers. It's about making decisions that will affect us as human beings, our careers, our next generations to come. Did you know that it is now a crime to be homeless? Pay attention. It's not a secret. Look it up. They are attacking our most vulnerable citizens. The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up.
So the other night, Taraji P. Henson mentioned Project 2025 during the BET Awards. A lot of you commented letting me know that she mentioned Project 2025. I've been talking about Project 2025 for over a year now. And Taraji P. Henson, to my knowledge, she hasn't mentioned it not once until she was on an award show. Kudos to her, because her mentioning it opened up the eyes and ears of some of the younger ones.
So Taraji P. Henson at the BET Awards told all the people in the audience and the millions of people watching to search up what Project 2025 was, and it was the #1 most searched thing, to the point where Google couldn't even keep track of how many people were searching it, and I was so shocked reading it.
Let me just say, shout out to Taraji for mentioning it, because it has now become the most Googled term since she mentioned it. Even though I have been talking about it for over a year, I've been sounding the alarm for over a year about Project 2025. The young people are now paying attention and they're talking about it on social media, which is a good thing, because the president of the Heritage Foundation is so comfortable now that the Supreme Court has granted immunity to Donald Trump, because don't get it twisted. Them saying that for presidential acts versus non-presidential acts, if Donald Trump gets into the White House, everything will be categorized as a presidential act. So he has immunity. When Donald Trump says that he can stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot someone and nothing will happen to him, well, if he gets into the White House, that will definitely now be a fact. Donald Trump, if he gets back in the White House, will be above the law. And now that Donald Trump has that level of protection, yes, all of those who are rooting on Project 2025, all of those who are in support of Project 2025, all of those that are working to implement Project 2025, they are excited because they now know if Donald Trump gets back in the White House, there is no stopping them with implementing Project 2025. They are so comfortable that the president went on to Steve Bannon's podcast, The War Room, and he said this.
So on these most critical times and critical issues concerning the Constitution, there is no one better in this world. There's no better man, a Christian friend for time, someone who's a fierce follower of the Constitution. It's our honor to welcome Kevin Roberts to the show. And Kevin, if you just want to freewheel it and respond to those clips and tell folks what the Heritage Foundation is doing to protect the rule of law and to protect individuals in this great country. Pleasure to have you on.
Well, Professor, my great friend, thanks for filling in and doing a great job. Three things. Number one, in spite of all this nonsense from the left, we are going to win. We're in the process of taking this country back. No one in the audience should be despairing. No one should be discouraged. We ought to be really encouraged by what happened yesterday. And in spite of all of the injustice, which, of course, friends and audience of this show, of our friend Steve know, we are going to prevail. Number two, to the point of the clips and, of course, your preview of the fact that I am an early American historian and love the Constitution, that Supreme Court ruling yesterday on immunity is vital. And it's vital for a lot of reasons. But I would go to Federalist number 70 if people in the audience are looking for something to read over Independence Day weekend, in addition to rereading the Declaration of Independence. Read Hamilton's number 70, because there, along with some other essays, he talks about the importance of a vigorous executive. You know, former congressman, the importance of Congress doing its job, but we also know the importance of the executive being able to do his job. And can you imagine, Dave Bratt, any president, put politics off to the side, any president having to second guess, triple guess every decision they're making in their official capacity? You couldn't have the republic that you just described. But number three, let me speak about the radical left. You and I have both been parts of faculties and faculty senates and understand that the left has taken over our institutions. The reason that they are apoplectic right now, the reason that so many anchors on MSNBC, for example, are losing their minds daily is because our side is winning. And so I come full circle in this response and just want to encourage you with some substance that we are in the process of the Second American Revolution, which will remain bloodless if the left allows it to be.
Right on. Thank you, brother. We'll be right back.
Did you hear what he said? We are in the Second American Revolutionary War. And if the left allows it to be, it will be bloodless. Meaning the left not fighting back. The left sitting down and allowing them to do what it is that they want to do. The left just shutting up and taking it. If the left does that, then it will be bloodless. He's very confident that they are going to win, that they are winning. And if the left decides to fight back, then there will be bloodshed. That's what he said. That's what he said. Yeah. If you have not read Project 2025, I understand it is a daunting task to read all of Project 2025 because it is 900 plus pages long. There's a reason why they did that. No one wants to sit and read 900 pages. There's a reason why they did that. But here's a little tip. You can get to the Project 2025 manual through my Beacons link. Okay, and just click on the link that says Project 2025. Scroll down till you see a red square that says get the mandate or read the mandate or something like that. And it'll bring up the PDF copy of the document. Scroll down to this section, forward, a promise to America. This section is written by Kevin Roberts, the guy in that video. And this will give you a synopsis of what they plan to do and why. It's not 900 pages. It's like 20 pages or less. Much easier to handle. It talks about how they are going to get rid of the Department of Education. It talks about how they are going to deport 10 million immigrants. It talks about how they're going to get rid of 50,000 federal employees and they're going to bring in Trump loyalists. It talks about how they're going to get rid of the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency. It talks about how basically we will become a militarized society if the left wants to push back and not follow the rules. Yeah, Donald Trump will have authority over the military. What do you think he's going to do? That's what they mean by bloodshed. It talks about how they are going to get rid of DEI programs. They've already started that. Talks about how there will be no woke ideology. Talks about how they will criminalize the transgender community, get rid of gender affirming care. Talks about how abortion will be nationwide. Under any circumstances, you will not be able to get an abortion. All of that is in this forward section, A Promise to America. It's broken up in 4 sections, I believe. You can get the gist from this section right here. This thing is serious. This thing is serious. And this is why we've been pushing for you all to vote blue from the top of the ticket to the bottom of the ticket. And all for dog catcher, vote blue. He just told you, if the left pushes back, there will be bloodshed. This is serious.
The left has taken over our institutions. The reason that they are apoplectic right now, the reason that so many anchors on MSNBC, for example, are losing their minds daily is because our side is winning. And so I come full circle in this response and just want to encourage you with some substance that we are in the process of the Second American Revolution, which will remain bloodless if the left allows it to be.
You ain't about that life, bro. You're not. You and the motherfucking Heritage Foundation are not about that life. So since we thrown out gauntlets and talking about it'll be bloodless, yeah, we are in the second revolution. Don't get fucked up. I don't know about any other leftists in America. I don't. But I, for one, am not about to sit here and let you take the fuck over and I'm supposed to just stand there and watch this shit. Bitch, I serve my goddamn country. My oath never ends. You are a domestic fucking problem. You're an enemy, a domestic enemy. And if you fucking think I'm gonna sit on my motherfucking hands and not do any goddamn thing about it, bitch, you have the wrong motherfucking one. Don't get fucked up, Kevin. Don't. Do yourself and everybody that loves you a favor. Don't get fucked up. Do not. You better learn how to fucking govern with us. Y'all think y'all winning because y'all have stacked the goddamn Supreme Court. Bitch, that don't mean shit to these knuckles. They don't. And you gonna fuck around and get a whole lot of people that believe in your bullshit fucked up. Y'all been angling for this second Civil War. Don't. Don't. Do yourself a fucking favor. Because if you think I'm going to let the years I spent in the motherfucking military go to waste because your punk ass wants a world where you have less regulations, less taxes, and you can tell motherfuckers what the fuck to do, you out your goddamn mind. Don't get fucked up. Since we talking there. Since you want to go there, then let's go all the way to fuck there. And I ain't the only one. I'm not. You can think that shit might fly, work well with other people. It don't. It don't. And the quickest and easiest way to find out whether or not it does is try to implement the shit. Try it. Y'all have been under the misconception that because the mainstream media allows you people to talk and run shit, that's how the rest of us feel. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'll be goddamn it if I'm gonna sit by and let fascism just march the fuck up in here. Bitch, what the fuck did I do all that goddamn marching and standing in place and parade rest and fucking leaving my fucking family for? So that you fucking suit and tie wearing ass motherfuckers can take over? Y'all can eat a jank. Gobble fucking gobble. Nah. Your best bet is to tone down the rhetoric and remember where the fuck you live at. Bitch, this ain't Russia, nor is it North Korea. Y'all have stacked the Supreme Court. Y'all gotta come outside. One of my favorite lines, one of my favorite rap lines, is from fucking Royce the 5'9", where he said, you can go in that booth and talk and call me all kinds of names, but motherfucker, you gotta come out. You can be on fucking soundstage saying that shit. It's gonna be real funny when you meet up with somebody that don't believe in that shit and they knock that goddamn tie off your ass. Oh, well, you just talking shit on TikTok. Test it. Fucking test it. At your earliest convenience. Please test it. Ain't nobody afraid of y'all no more. We're not. We know that the party that you back hates you. There's some real fucking conservatives that are looking at you bitches sideways. We understand you made a 953-page manual on how to run America. I got one page. It says, fuck you. Or did you want it in 2 pages? All right. Fuck is the first page. The second page is you. Project Eat These Nuts. Project On Your Forehead. Y'all can talk that bullshit if you want to. It'll be bloodless if the left lets it. Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Bro, you don't... Nah. Nah. Yeah, y'all kiss my ass with that shit. Y'all think y'all done got some way because y'all got a few black men that'll believe in your bullshit. I'm sorry, you didn't get this one. I stand up to fascists. I don't fucking vote for them. Nor do I stand beside them. And just because you got that fucking orange idiot as your fucking chosen candidate, if he fucking loses in November, I'm gonna need y'all to shut the fuck up and take the bass out your goddamn voice. There better not be a Project 2028. You will get the shit smacked out of you. And I get it. Mainstream media will sit up and try to listen to y'all and make it look like, well, you know, it's both sides. We have to come together. Fuck you. I don't have to come together with you motherfuckers. I don't. I do not. And if you a right winger talking like this, don't. Don't. Because some of y'all served in the motherfucking military. Y'all understand what the fuck fascism means. We don't side with them. All enemies, foreign and domestic. What these motherfuckers are talking about is creating a monarchy. I'm sorry, I don't serve a king. I serve at the pleasure and the behest of the people of the United States. I did my entire military career. I do it even still. So, Kevin, head of the Heritage Foundation, you better find another fucking way. Because you over here talking, you selling wool pussy tickets. You don't look like you built to get punched in your fucking mouth. It'll be bloodless. Bitch, you be the first one knocked the fuck out. The first one. Sit your silly ass down. Talk that wolf pussy shit over there. You better hope and pray. Man, I really wish the government would do some things that I want them to do. Fuck you talking to? It can be bloodless. Don't get fucked up. Don't get fucked up. Yeah, y'all think y'all are winning because y'all have stacked the courts. Y'all lost the game, so y'all changed the fucking rules. But now you over here standing on that shit like you've actually done something. That shit doesn't work out in real life. It don't. Y'all gonna learn a couple of things. Number one, just because we're leftists don't mean we don't own them Second Amendments too. They ain't stopped selling them when they sold you yours. Number two, everybody that look like you don't believe like you. You're gonna find some hardcore mountain men that are so far left you can't even see them. And they go, oh, you think I'm with you? And number three, the motherfuckers that you think are gonna fight with you or fight for you, they ain't built for that ass whooping either. Some of them got wives and kids and husbands and shit. They like going home to eating a fucking roast beef sandwich and watching the fucking NFL. Y'all better go on with that bullshit. So y'all biggest fucking misconception is y'all think everybody believes in this shit. I wasn't raised in no fucking traditional family. Fuck out of here. I'm a product of a single mother. Okay? Projects. 1980. Crack epidemic. Don't fuck with me, man. Don't. I've seen far too many of my motherfucking friends get locked up and die so that you can bring back that 1950 style bullshit where the gays got to go in the closet, the black folks knew where their fucking place was, women stayed in the house and made pot roast and got punched in the mouth if the pot roast wasn't well. And you think we're all supposed to just sign up for that? Yeah, you might have got a couple of tokens here and there. Byron Donalds, Tim Scott. What was that fucking idiot with the cowboy boots from Texas? Whatever. You might have got a couple of them, but you ain't get the rest of us. And the way you talking, that shit ain't gonna work in the streets. You won't Heritage Foundation your ass in South Central, Los Angeles, any of the 5 boroughs, Spanish Harlem. You ain't pulling it. That shit ain't working there. It ain't gonna work in Atlanta. So your best bet is to win elections and keep it at that. Hey, Baba. That talking shit, you have to leave that shit alone, bro. That's how you get the shit smacked out of you.
Pay attention. It's not a secret. Look it up. They are attacking our most vulnerable citizens. The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up.
That was Taraji Henson bringing up Project 2025 on the BET Awards, and God bless her for doing it. For a while now, it's felt like it's just been me and a handful of others talking about this. Then she did that, and Google searches for Project 2025 spiked. And now suddenly the media wants to talk about it. Do you know why they haven't really been talking about it up until this point? Do you know why Donald Trump wasn't questioned about it during the debate? The argument has been, well, it's not his policies. This is this group, the Heritage Foundation. He has his own policies. Donald Trump's policies is called Project 47. This is what will be implemented if he's reelected. No, it isn't. This is a carnival barker barking. This is Donald Trump saying what he thinks people want to hear, and also whatever he thinks makes him sound profound, like freedom cities. We're going to build new cities, freedom cities, the best cities. No, this is the ramblings of a mad king. The Heritage Foundation's Project 2025, on the other hand, is a declaration of war, and I don't say that lightly. That is not hyperbole. Don't take my word for it. Listen to Kevin Roberts, the president of the Heritage Foundation.
That we are in the process of the Second American Revolution, which will remain bloodless if the left allows it to be.
We are in the process of the Second American Revolution, which will remain bloodless if the left allows it to be. In other words, if you roll over and take it, it'll be okay. But if you have a problem with us overthrowing the government, overthrowing the country, there will be bloodshed. They're not being subtle. They're not hiding it. And a message I received the other day confirms one of my biggest concerns. I had someone I was corresponding with say, I'm not that worried about Trump being reelected because it seems like in his first term, he was largely unsuccessful in passing a lot of the terrible things that he wanted to do. And our government has checks and balances in place. Project 2025 literally exists because they realized he was largely unsuccessful during his first term. Some of the architects behind Project 2025 have literally said, we thought he was going to do more during his first term and then he didn't. And we realized it's because he doesn't know how. So we're helping him. All we have to do is tell him it's all his idea. They just go and present it and say, oh, you had these brilliant ideas and all we did was take it and show how to do it. So you just have to do this. And a big part of what they're doing is making it so they go around those checks and balances in government. A combination of executive orders and relying on changes made by the Supreme Court. Changes like this. This decision opens up a bunch of doors that needed to be opened for them to execute a big part of Project 2025. And if you don't know that much about Project 2025, essentially, it seeks to turn America into a Christian nationalist, authoritarian police state. These are all part of its agenda. Eliminate the Department of Education. Dismantle civil rights and DEI programs. Eliminate no-fault divorce. Total ban of abortions regardless of viability or health of mother. Ban all contraceptives. They want to codify America as a Christian nation. Dismantling the FBI and Homeland Security, using the military to break up protests, forcing immigrants to be deported or held in camps, banning Muslims from entering the country, taking away the FDA, the EPA, and packing the Supreme Court with extreme far-right judges. Donald Trump already appointed 3 judges. These 2 are up for retirement. And if he wins again, they almost certainly will step down so that he replaces them with people that they approve of. Ultimately, what they want is this. And Donald Trump is just a figurehead. He's just a face. The body of the beast is MAGA. And what MAGA wants is control. Not what's in the best interest of the people at large, but what services the desires of members of their little club. They aren't patriots. They're people who have identified what they believe and may accurately be weaknesses in how our government is run, and they want to exploit them. And if this man is reelected, it is very likely that America as we know it would cease to exist. And I don't say that lightly.
Here's the thing. Everyone is scared of Project 2025. I'm scared of Project 2025. But I'm going to keep asking because I have to. What is actually the plan here, guys? Because, okay, let's say miracle of miracles, Democrats sweep the 2024 election. Project 2025 can very easily just become Project 2030. You can't tell me that the expectation is that we have to win every single election for the rest of time in a system that is literally rigged in favor of our enemies, or else we lose all civil rights. That is untenable. That is absurd. And look, I've taken a civics class or two in my lifetime. I know how the system works. But how are we supposed to bank our fascism prevention plans on the very same system that keeps legitimizing fascism? All these Democrats that keep talking about bipartisanship and the sane Republican Party and keep running to the most reactionary side of the Democratic voter base, they are not going to help us. And yeah, I know how the system works. That is precisely why I am advocating very fervently that we need to change it. And the people who are telling you that's impossible are only saying that because they have a vested interest in making sure that it stays the same.
Should have been called Project 2017. Believe it to the fucking Democrats to be a day late and a dollar short. Because I tell you this, we the people were fucked. As soon as the Electoral College put their stamp of approval on Donald Trump, we were already screwed. And when I tell you that Project 2025 has been tested in black and brown communities for a very long time, it has, whether you want to admit it or not. And I have said very clearly, there's absolutely no fucking way I'm voting for Donald Trump. I'm going to stand on that. I've also said that there's no way that I'm voting for Joe Biden. But now I changed my mind. It depends on what Joe Biden now is willing to do to save democracy. Because you know that carte blanche they just gave Trump? Biden has it too. He's the sitting fucking president. He is currently will enjoy the liberties and the protection that SCOTUS has extended to Donald Trump. And what we have right now is a situation where we cannot beat them. So we may as well join them. So if Joe Biden does two things. One, give me a fucking executive order that says that a convicted felon cannot run for the presidency of the United States, and aggressively back any legislator that brings articles of impeachment against SCOTUS. You can have my vote, Joe Biden. What are you willing to do to save democracy? Because at this point, it is quite literally out of our fucking hands. Put up or shut up, Joe. You want this vote? Fucking earn it. Because you running on your merit alone is not enough to beat Donald Trump.
This is all I got from the stitches, and a very big shout out to Taraji Henson. She did a great job by stopping the show and trying to also talk to people about Project 2025 and what their plans are for Project 2025. I do not think Project 2025 is new, except you are new to this channel. This is something that I think it was last year that the Project 2025 actually started, right? And it was all over the internet. A lot of people showed their concern. A lot of people were really scared because they don't know what they are expecting or what it's going to happen, right? And knowing the fact that a lot of things has really been going on and going wrong recently. Now, the people that are saying that, if the leftists they are either going to accept what happened or it becomes bloody. Now, let me tell us something. When somebody starts something like this, or a group of people already are campaigning for you, and they are always at the forefront, because most times your campaign team are the ones most time that speaks for you. But one thing I have learned about campaign team is that most of them, they don't say what their master is not saying. Some of the things you hear them say are what or instructions they got from their masters, or also the mindset their master has already given them. And you can hear from his voice, and like not even from his voice, what he was saying, that he was actually saying it with his full chest. Man, I am a representative of so and so person. And the way we say it, that is the way it's going to be. So now they are trying to also alert us that if we do not agree to what they are saying, it is going to be bloody. Now tell me who comes out to remind people that they must win. Because when we talk about election is either you lose or you win. And when you lose, you move for the person that win to continue with whatever race that is and all that. But now, this is almost like trying to fearmonger us, like you must really vote for me, and if you do not do that, you are also going to see the repercussions. That is actually bullshit, because I don't see how a full-grown man is coming out on the television to also scare a full-grown adult. You are not talking to children. You are not talking to kids. I mean, you all brought out your 2025 your project manifesto or something, and it is up to 900 pages. Why do you do that? What happened to briefing it or making it easier so people can quickly read what you got to say and all that? And that also reminds me or tells me that you do not really have a lot to say, because if you do have a lot to say, you absolutely will go to the point and tell us these are. Number one is that I don't even know this man's manifesto, what he's working towards. We keep seeing and hearing so many violence or probably things that we are not supposed to hear. And trust me, both of them, I don't know how to say it, but both of them, I am not even for both of them, because those two people are just, I don't know, but I feel like they are messing around with our brain and the rest of it. The other man is, they say he is of the lesser evil, right? But how come the person that is of a lesser evil during the debate could not even tell us what his agenda or what he is planning? I understand he is old, like everybody say, but when you are old, what do? You go and rest. Why did the party not bring somebody capable or someone fit to run that? I understand that this is going to really be a very tough one, because the man that is also not supposed to be walking around is also around, moving around. Somebody with how many felonies, someone who has been indicted how many times is also out there moving around. And why is he out moving around? Because he got immunity. And am I also telling you that the same immunity that he got, because some people were like, oh, imagine Donald Trump got immunity. The same, what's his name? Biden also got the same immunity. Yeah, both of them. So really, I do not get it, but I am just trying to tackle this Kevin Roberts, who actually came out here to tell us that if we do not agree to what they say or what they do or whatever the result is, that we are actually going to see problem. You all are joking. And a very big shout out again to Taraji Henson for coming out to tell us what Project 2025 is all about. And also a great reminder that there are some people you should never vote for. And now, did I tell you that being homeless is now a crime? I hope you all are safe out there. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.